In our original app, we've got a map, so we can use this as a way to demonstrate using a map inside a native mobile app. Clearly for each of these students, we've got a kind of made up latitude and longitude. So what would be quite nice would be if we had a kind of panel here that showed the student's location. So let's go back. Let's go into Mendix. This is going to be in the Add Edit Student page down the bottom. Now if we head over to the widgets that are available, remember these are sort of the same collection of widgets that are available for a web app, but these have all been reconfigured so that they will work on a native mobile app. Down the bottom here we've got map, so I can just simply take the map and I can drag it in just into there. Now because this map is inside the student data container, all the attributes of a student will be available to us when we configure this map. But let's try it out. Let's see what it looks like. So if I just click run, okay, let's try it out. It's building my app. Tap on here, tap on a student, and you can see that the map is available down the bottom. Now we haven't configured the map, but you will notice that it's obviously I'm using an iPhone here, so it's using Apple Maps. If you're using an Android device, then it will use Google Maps. So what we need to do is we need to configure this map. Okay, so let's go back into Mendix, double tap. This brings up the familiar dialog box with all the ways that we can actually configure the map. So quick whiz across the top. We can fit, if we've got any markers, we can fit to markers. We can configure the zoom level. We'll come back to those in a minute. Which map provider do we actually want to use? Well, we can use the default map, which on an iPhone would be Apple Maps. You can override that and you can say Google Maps. You can change the view to be standard or satellite. You can make it interactive so you can zoom in and out. So let's configure the markers for this. Now, if we have a list of markers, we're going to use this bottom bit of this panel here, but we're just going to simply have a single marker. So if I tap on new, and I say based on latitude and longitude, I can just edit this. And in fact, what we have is remember this has access to a particular student from the context. So it's going to be student / so this is going to be latitude, like that. And this one is going to be $student / longitude, like that. Okay, let's try it out. So here we go, into someone, and there we go. So we can see we've got a little marker to indicate where they live. Now we can't actually, we're a bit zoomed out here, so let's change the configuration of the map. If I go into the map, we can go into view, and at the moment you can see the zoom level is set to city. So let's set it to street. Okay, recreate the app. So let's go into someone here. Ah, there we are. Now you can see that's showing roughly where the location is. That's quite good. Now we can't actually do anything here. This is sort of fixed. So I think what would be quite good is if we could sort of zoom in and move around a little bit. Back into the app, map. We can turn interactive on, and what that will enable us to do is it will enable us to sort of zoom and pitch. Maybe we should try building level. We can try. You can have a play around with this and you can see what kind of zoom level you think is appropriate. Let's try it. Back over here. we are. And now I can actually grab the map and I can move it around. There we go. Now there are all sorts of other widgets available. I'm not going to talk about them today, but there are things that are specifically for the layout of a particular mobile device. So there's all sorts of things that you can do to do with swiping, carousels, changing the actual layout of the page. Lots of things that you could have a play around with if you wanted to.